I am actually a percussionist, but I'm getting my degree at the university right now in music education, and so I'm taking classes to play all these different instruments and whatnot, and how to teach them, essentially. So, I've only been playing trumpet for about a semester now, so we're all sort of beginners here, except you, because you've been doing it for a while. So hey, maybe you can teach me something, right? Cool. So just real fast, I'm Mr. Ramsey. So, what are your all names?
You can just call me Ash.
Ash?
Johan.
Johan, that's cool.
Israel.
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel? Alright guys, cool. Well, let's get started, okay? First of all, I'd like us to take our mouthpieces up. Okay? We're just gonna start some buzzing. Sound good? Okay? Now, how do you guys usually warm up everything?
We do mouthpieces, we blow through it, and then we buzz, and then we play range and flexibility builder, and then we do the scales.
Alright, well let's just hear a nice solid buzz, okay? At whatever pitch, and then afterwards maybe we'll try and match pitch. Here we go. And 3. Okay, now just a couple of things, okay? Instead of waiting to set your embouchure, right, as you're breathing, I want you guys to try and focus on breathing through the corners of your mouth and keeping your lips on the mouthpiece. So that way when you start, you're able to just start the air right with your tongue, and the buzz starts right away. That make sense? Cool. Let's try it. Okay, so make sure you got your mouthpiece on your lips. Go ahead and put your mouthpiece on your lips. Okay? And when you breathe through the corners of your mouth. Okay? Let's try it. 3. Cool. Okay? I'm gonna try it one more time. Is it a little different than what you're used to?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's gonna help you guys start and stop on time. Okay?
Like another strategy of playing.
Well, I mean, how are we going to start right when he conducts if the instrument's not even on your face? Right? Okay, so let's try it one more time. Okay, mouthpieces up. 3. Could you guys hear how much better that was?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go for 2 times in a row. Okay, and 3. Had one person come in a little early. Let's try it again. Awesome, cool. Now, who can tell me how a note starts?
T.
Okay, right. And so what's happening when you say T? What's happening with your mouth?
It's like
pushing
your
fast
tongue.
air.
It's
Right.
like
It's a
you're
tongue. You're tonguing a note, okay? So I want to put a little bug in you here, real fast, okay? And I want you guys to think about pretending to like build up pressure behind your tongue, okay? So that as soon as you release the tongue, the air is already flowing at the speed it needs to be flowing, okay? So instead of going and there being a little gap in sound there, I want you guys to think of going and letting the air just wash out like a valve. So if this is my tongue, right, the air is already pressing up against it, and I drop my tongue and all of a sudden the hose is on, right? Okay, let's try it. Okay, mouthpiece is up. It's okay, I did the same thing this morning. Okay, and 3. Okay, now remember to breathe through the corners. Don't breathe through your mouthpiece, okay? Especially if you're on the trumpet, because then you get your spit in there and it's like really gross. Not fun. Here we go. Mouthpiece is up. 3. Yeah. Okay, I like how that sounds. Now, what's this range builder exercise that you guys do?
It's where we
Right here.
we
It's
just play
Well, you
notes
wanna
like
see
this.
it?
We start with doing like a C, and then we do D, and then C, and then we do A, E, A.
Yeah, it like gets
Okay.
our notes.
It's
It's
your
like
notes?
this. It's
Warm up.
like this. It's basically you do the same fingerings over and over, but at the beginning you do it a little differently, where it's just A, D, A.
To warm up your nose.
A, G, D, A.
G,
G,
D,
D,
G.
G, D, G.
Okay. Well, let me hear you guys play G real fast, okay?
Just G.
Yep. Starting the note exactly the same we've been talking about. Ready? 3. wants to be the lucky one?
I'll take it.
You want to do it? All right. Just play for me. Let's see what we got going on here.
Never mind.
No, it's okay. That was good. You want to try? All right. Oh, okay. So right at the end, it goes down to the low C. Okay, cool. I like that. And we're gonna work it out. When you hear just the first phrase, so just G, C, G. Alright? Okay? And I want you guys to think about making the air continuous all the way through, okay? Now, let's start. Here we go. And 3. So, just quick question. When you conduct, are they half notes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so 1, 3, 1.
The last one's a dotted
So it's
Gotcha.
3.
Okay. So here we go. Just that first little bit. And 3. Good. Okay. I want you guys to do the same thing, except try and eliminate any gap going from the C back to the G. Okay. A couple of us like to go ba ya okay. And that's an airflow thing. Okay. Just keep that air pushing. Here we go. And 3. Yeah. All right. Let's try playing the first 2 strings. Okay. Here we go. So C G C, then A D A.
Yeah.
A E A.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It goes one higher than one.
Yeah, it's like
So like
it climbs.
at the
Yeah.
rest of the time, it's just gonna be the same fingering.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
We don't
just
really change
the
fingers.
the higher and the lower. No.
Okay. Sounds
But
good.
it's just gonna be the same finger.
Mhm.
At the end of it's gonna be C A
Just the first and the last.
C
metric.
G
C G C.
C. Yeah. Right. Get that octave in there. Okay. Cool. Well, who can show me what the next fingering is? 1, 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Who can tell me 2 things that went wrong? Okay, be self-critical. Here we
We
go.
started at the beginning.
Well, that's what we were supposed to do. Okay. But how was our start? Was it together or was it not together?
No, we can't.
Very not together.
Somebody's doing
Okay.
I was playing the wrong one.
You were playing the wrong notes. It's okay.
I thought we were starting in the third measure.
Yeah. Not starting from measure 1. Okay, going 4 measures. Make sense? All right. Cool. Here we go. 3. Okay, cool. So who can tell me how they think that went?
I
think it went well.
Good.
Last time.
Yeah, it went good. There was just one little itty bitty thing that I heard, okay, and it had to do with the same thing with the airflow. Right? When we went up to the next note, how was our breath?
We like stopped a little.
We
I
took a
felt
little
it was
gap.
very constrained. When you guys tried to breathe, it was like, okay, relax, okay, and when you breathe in, you want to be as relaxed as possible so that as much air can go into your lungs, okay? I don't want to see, or even hear it if you can. Just, okay? So it should look like this. Okay? Instead of okay, let's try to eliminate that real fast. Here we go. Yeah, okay. You guys notice a little bit of a difference? Yeah, okay, so that's just something that you guys need to keep in mind just as musicians, no matter what you do, okay? Don't take 4 forced breaths. It's really easy to. Okay, it's really easy to take forced breaths, but as much as you can, be relaxed. Cool. All right, let's try this whole exercise. Okay, I want to see what you guys got. Here we go. So what's up? Good, good. Okay, so what else do you guys do?
Do the chorale.
Yeah.
There's a chorale.
Yeah.
Ooh. Can you see that real fast? Okay. What key is this chorale in, guys?
E flat.
Yeah.
I know E flat.
Okay. Now, is that concert, or are you telling me what the key signature is of what you're reading right now?
I think it's concert E flat.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's concert.
Concert.
It's concert. Okay. But what key are you guys reading?
B flat.
There's only one flat.
No.
Something close to E.
B?
B.
How is B close to E? Here's E. E is down.
C.
Okay. If you have an E, right? What's
F.
Oh, G.
there? You go. F. Okay. So you guys are playing in F major. Okay. Have you guys talked about transpositions?
No.
Yeah, it's some weird stuff. Okay. You know, shouldn't really exist, but it does. And as musicians, like, we deal with it all the time. You guys have music that's written differently than like piano music is written or percussion, even though it sounds the same. Okay? So that's why when you guys are playing in concert E flat, what's actually written on your page isn't those same notes, right? Because this is a, what note is this? That's an F, right? That's not an E flat. Okay? But the rest of the band, like the flutes, they're playing E flats. Right? So it's weird. But we're playing an F, so what's that first note? How do we think of it? Cool, yeah. Gotta make sure our fingers are correct. Alright, let me hear this chorale, guys. Now, does he usually conduct the chorale?
Sometimes.
Or does he just
Sometimes.
let it
We
let
mostly
you guys-
already know like the tempo.
Yeah, it's like
He doesn't really conduct because there's really no measures around it. Like,
That
mostly
really
he
need it?
conducts.
if he conducts
Yeah.
it,
Like,
he will
mostly
go,
he'll
like,
conduct
this
when
and
there's
then-
like
Big
spaces
pieces.
and stuff, so he can keep track of time.
Okay.
There's like those spaces.
Oh, cool. Then I'm gonna start you guys off, and I'm gonna let you lead it. Okay? I want to see what you guys got. Here we go. Cool. What happened with that last note? Okay, that has a little bit
It
to
kind
do
of
with it.
wavered.
Mm-hmm. So you heard some bumps in the sound. Now, where do those bumps come from?
Yeah.
Steady airstream.
They also come because you guys are not playing in tune with each other. Okay? So if one of you is a little flat, okay, which means your pitch is a little lower than the other ones, okay? And that happens because of air support, okay? You gotta keep blowing all the way through, otherwise you kind of dip, okay? So it goes back to making sure you take those nice steady things and then listen to each other and adjust based on what you're hearing. If you hear those bumps, focus in, let your ears kind of work for you, okay? Now we're gonna try it again one more time. And I wanna challenge you guys, okay? In addition to thinking about making sure those okay, get out of your sound, I want you guys to focus on trying to keep your fingers on your valves, okay? I see a lot of us kind of doing this thing, or like maybe doing this thing, like here's our valve, and here's where our fingers are, and we're kind of playing over here, or our hands like this, okay? Make sure our fingers just stay right on top of them, cool? A little bonus challenge. Here we go. Gonna start you guys again. Stay engaged. Good. How successful are we with keeping our fingers on the vowels?
I didn't pay attention.
I didn't pay attention. Okay, well, let me tell you what. A lot of us are letting our fingers leave those vowels. Okay? This is what I'm going to do. Okay? This is what we're going to do. We're going to go back to playing that first exercise. Okay? And I want you guys to put all your focus on making sure your fingertips, okay? Your fingertips, not the flat of your finger, nothing else. Okay? Nice curved C shape. Stay on those vowels. Cool?
Also, a thing he sometimes tells us to do, like for us, since sometimes we like to do this with our valves, like just let our arm hang and then bring our hands up because it just forms to a C.
And reset?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like
Well, if you feel like you need to do that, then do that. Okay. But even right now,
That was
I want you to look at your middle and your ring finger. Okay. They tend to shoot out already. Here we go. Okay. Nice and curved. Okay. It's important. Okay. That you guys are pressing directly down on your valves because over time, if you're pressing this way, okay, with the flat of your finger, it'll actually warp the metal. Okay. And then your trumpet won't work anymore. Okay. And then also when you, as you get to more advanced music and you're playing faster stuff, if your fingers are used to coming off, you won't be able to reach the notes in time. Okay. So curb it down. Here we go. What'd you call it? The range builder?
Yeah.
Range of flexibility.
Ooh, range of
We'll just call it
flexibility.
range.
Okay. Range. Here we go. Okay. Cool. How many think they can do a little bit better with their fingers?
I think I did.
You think you did great? Alright, don't make me call you out.
I'm not sure, but I think that they like shot out and then
A little bit, but you fixed it, okay?
I can.
Every time you go, I'm just pointing this out, okay? Every time you go to make a different fingering, especially the 1 and 3, you take your middle finger way off, okay? And you put it down. You don't do that to me. Okay?
I have to catch myself right when we're doing this. I start counting upside from that.
Yeah, you tend to, every time you push one down, your other ones pop up, okay? 1 and 2, your 3 is like, wow. 2 and 3, your 1's like, wow. Okay, let's try it again, okay? And once again, this is being nitpicky, but it's going to help you guys in the future, okay? Now, also, just nice tone. Keep that airflow. Here we go. Get that mouthpiece up to your lips. 3. Fingers. There. Good. Okay. How do you think we did that sound? Better. Yeah. Okay. Something you gotta think about, though, right? Okay. Now, sir, on the end. Okay. I want you to watch your wrist. Okay. Sometimes your wrist tends to turn out, and then you play with like the side of your finger instead. Okay. Keep it nice and up. Okay. You're getting a good sound, but you might want to think about straightening your head up a little bit and your trumpet up, because right now you're restricting the airflow by looking down like this. Make sense? Okay. We're gonna do this one more time and then we're gonna move on. Okay. And just blow. Don't be afraid of it. Okay. If you make a mistake, totally okay. We're all beginners. Okay.
and then there's a lot of room to hide, kind of.
We're gonna try it one more time, and then I'll tell you guys a little story about behind Okay. Make sure we're playing with the mouthpiece in the center too. Sometimes you like to bring it off to your right just a little bit. Okay, and that's when you start getting a little bit worse. 3. Bad breath, bad articulation. Here we go. Cool. So it's getting there. Okay. I just want you guys to, now that you're focusing on your fingers, I saw a couple of us take our mouthpiece completely away from our face when we breathe. Okay. And then reset it, and then we don't get the note exactly. Right. So just pop it back up there. Okay. So just be aware.
I think I might have done that.
A couple of it. A couple of you did it. Okay. Now, let's work on some literature. Yeah. Okay. So you guys are playing Hidden World. Okay. And this is the first time I've looked at this one. So what can you guys tell me about this piece?
Long.
It's
You
long.
have 8 counts where you're in charge of the timing. That's
Really?
measure 41 and 52.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Like in the beginning, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's how the first half goes. And then whenever we reach 41, it slows down to
And it slows down to 130.
2, and then at 52, we go back to the when we were at.
It goes back to faster. Okay. So you guys have played through this entire piece? Okay. So what would you guys say is the most challenging spot that you guys have in this piece?
Right when we come in and after, right at like 55.
55.
No, I think we do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2.
I think it's just the
Trumpet.
timing that we come in. I think that's the challenge of 52.
Yeah,
Yeah, coming in.
coming in.
Yeah, because there's a different pace.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's like you go slow and then you have to remember to speed up.
Alright, well, let's get some reference numbers. Do you guys practice with a metronome?
No, sometimes
Really?
ear bend.
When I was your age, even as a percussionist, I was really not a fan of metronomes. But you what? They help keep you honest. And so I would recommend practicing with a metronome. Okay. So we're at approximately 144.
And then it speeds up to 144.
Then it goes back to 144. So I'll just get that in my head.
Of course, we don't play at 144 because that's too fast for us. We play
Yeah,
like
it's a little too.
we play at
I'm
like
guessing you guys play around.
No, we play like a 140.
We play after.
We go down a bit.
I think it's a 136 is what he was saying.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well. Let's start at.
We usually start at measure 9.
because we have two measures of.
Okay, can we start at measure 25?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, and we're going to practice going in to 41. Okay, and then we're going to practice getting out of 41. Cool? Is this the song? Cool. Alright, here we go. 25. What's up? Okay, remember what we talked about with breathing. Okay. 1, 3. 1, 2, 3. Two, one. Ooh, careful counting. One. So we missed that note, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, overall, it sounds okay. Okay, there's a couple of interval changes that we're missing. Okay. And who can tell me what it means when we have anything, these little lines that look like this?
Crescendo.
Or these little lines that look like that?
Wait,
Oh.
accents or
No,
On the bottom. On the
Crescendo or decrescendo?
bottom. Crescendo or decrescendo, okay? And what does that mean?
To get
Um,
to
yeah,
louder.
louder,
softer.
Okay, well
louder, softer.
what does that mean for us?
Changing.
How do we do that?
Changing or dynamic.
We just blow faster.
Blow faster,
blow-
right?
Change your the position of your embouchure.
Oh. Hmm.
It
What
means
happens if
to
we change our
your
embouchure?
volume.
Yeah, it's a change in volume. How do we achieve that as musicians?
You slow your airstream or
Yeah,
knock out
airstream
your
is
bass.
Okay. I want you guys to think about this, okay? I want you guys to think about keeping the same air speed, okay? But not letting quite so much pass through, okay? I don't want you to choke, okay? But I don't want you to slow down, or I don't want you to change anything here, okay? Just think about softer speed. But as you get more, you let more out, right? You think about the volume of the air going through the instrument as opposed to the speed. Does that make sense? Okay. If it doesn't, tell me. I'll try to explain it in a different way. Okay. So let's play something at a nice, regular, let's call it mezzo forte. Okay. Just G. Open G's. Here we go. Play me a G at a mezzo forte. 3. How's our start?
Like,
Not great. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so that's pretty comfortable, right? Now let's try and play it out. Let's see what happens. Okay, here we go. Okay, so what did we hear?
I heard a little bumps.
Some little bumps.
yeah, like wavering.
Okay, so that has to do because you guys are still trying to figure out what to do with that air, right? So some of us are going, and so our pitch is going, okay, and let me settle it out. Okay, stick with, hear it in your head. Okay, stick with that pitch, and then if you have to make an adjustment, make that one adjustment. Okay, don't go back and forth. Okay, and then just keep that air pushing. Here we go. G and piano. You can get quieter than that. You can get quieter than that. Here we go. Yeah, okay. Now let's try forte. Okay? Nice and beefy, but don't let your tone spread. Okay? So I want it to sound like oh instead of blah. Okay? Let's see how our fortes sound. Okay? Just think about more air. Was that louder or quieter than our mezzo?
Kind of the same.
It was kind of the same, right? Isn't it supposed to be? Not supposed to be. More. Here we go. Here we go. trouble, okay? So instead of, when I bring my arms down, you guys bring your arms down, okay? Bring your horns down. Does that make sense? Because right now, every time I stop, you guys are like, yeah. Okay? So if I have my arms up, okay, just go ahead and keep it to your face. Cool? Here we go. Arms up. We're going to play nice and soft. Mezzo forte. Keep your arm on your face. 3. Forte. Good. So you guys are getting the idea. Now, okay, we're going to work on some of these crescendos. And I noticed that right when you guys first come in, right, you have a big old huge crescendo on, what note is that? Okay. All the way from piano to where? Mezzo forte, right? Okay. So let's try that. Okay, we're just going to crescendo.
Where are we starting it?
We're going to still stay on G. We're just going to crescendo. Okay. So we're not actually playing the part yet. Okay. Not actually playing the part. We're just going to practice our crescendos. Ready? And then I want to hear you guys play this music. But just nice and slow. Put your heart on your face. Okay. You're like slowly creeping into your stand. Okay? Quick thing. A lot of you guys are doing this right now. Okay? It's really bad for the musculature in your neck and in your throat and your airways. Okay? Relax your shoulders. Okay? Sit up. Okay? And keep your chin at a nice level. Okay? You don't have to bury your chin. Okay? And if you're afraid that your horn's going to hit the stand, just move the stand or move it back. Okay? Otherwise, you guys look great. Here we go. Just nice and soft. Concert G. Not concert G. Your G. Yeah. Does it take a lot of air? Yeah, it's not easy. Okay, let's try it one more time. Okay, and I'm gonna mess with you guys a little bit, so be watching. Here we go. Arms on our face. Okay. Relax. You're very tense. You're very tense. Here we go. Nice and soft. Good start. Remember, we want to keep that pressure behind the tongue. So, there we go. Good. Okay. Now let's try that on our F. Okay. How do we finger F? We have a discrepancy.
Oops. It's just one. It's just one. Oh, that was a good point.
It's okay. Here we go. Concert. Or trumpet F. I'm saying concert. Here we go. Trumpet F. Okay. Be relaxed. Focus on relaxing. Here we go. Again. Up. My hands are up. Your horns are up. Here we go. Okay. Now let's try putting that in context. Alright, let's start measure 1. Okay, you guys have 2 measures of rest, then you come in, right? What are we going to do about our air when we come in? Pressure behind the tongue. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, and boom, boom, boom. Okay, I have a much more simple solution. Okay, you guys didn't get your horns up to your face. You waited all the way to count 4 to be like, oh, huh. Okay, so when you're counting, okay, you gotta be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and then like by count 2 or 3 before you come in, you gotta be set so that you can breathe on 4 and come in on 1. Okay, so it should look like this. Res, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Right? Instead of. Oh. Okay, let's try it again. Let's try to get our horns up by count 2. And 3. 1, 2. Cool. I feel like you guys went okay. Whereas just a second ago you guys were going like 4 times that much. Let's try it again. Okay? Reactive.
I guess.
Sorry. How's it going?
Go good.
Is the period over? Oh wow, okay. Oh, thank you guys.
How was it, guys?